Kumusta yo, everyone? Good unboxing today. It's a game that came a little bit earlier, and I'm a little bit late to the party. It's a game that it's been out for a little while, but I first heard wind of it last year, and I was going to purchase it then, but it's only now that I remembered I haven't done it. Actually, no, I had plans to do it at a later date. So today's a treat for it because, as I said, it's one that I saw, and then I just love the art. So the art was probably the thing that got me the first time, and the character designs. And then when I invested time to look at what the game really was, it had a few mechanics, a couple actually, that I was really, really interested in. So you'll find that I play a lot of games that has mechanics that I sort of just want to explore and see if it's something that I can, well, not really steal, but I can sort of modify to suit my own game designing. Because I'm also looking for mechanics to add to it. So here it is. It's an unboxing. Massive Darkness 2, Hellscape. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I just need something to cut it open. Here we go. Okay, so just rearrange over here. Look at this bad boy. It's a beautiful, beautiful game. As I said, the artwork is just phenomenal. I'm gonna start off with the artist is. I'm pretty sure I've got him like in my samples of his work in my Pinterest anyway. So here we go. Massive Darkness 2 Hellscape. Let's have a look. Put it aside there. Rules and quests. So this is I think there's supposedly about 10 different quests in this game. So it's quite enough to sort of get you playing. I'm pretty sure one game session can last like a couple of hours, maybe even more, depending on how the pacing you want to do it. You want to prepare it that way. But also, 10 is a pretty decent one because I have a lot of games that I guess are more campaign. I mean, I've got a few, not a lot, that are more campaign based, and they usually take quite a number of weeks to even make a dent through the narrative or the completion. So myself and my friends and I, we are after a lot of games that we can play that are only just a couple of hours, something in between, but they're not just a variety. There are a variety of very simple games, but also ones that sort of fit the adventuring and RPG mode that we love, but in a more, I guess, bite-sized format. So this is one reason that attracted me to this, because I could play this in one sitting, play one mission, one quest, and then yeah, that's probably a day. And then someone's ringing me. I gotta answer this.
5 minutes later.
Sorry for the interruption. There's just a phone call. I mean, like it's unveiled the secrets of how I filmed this video, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to leave it there. So, and that's that. So, as I said, yeah, we're looking for sort of games that we want to consume, not quickly, but are just bite-sized enough for us to play, because we like to do a variety. So let's have a look at this one. So you've got some. So these are the tiles and boards. Yeah, actually, no. These are the specific sort of player sort of board. So this one here is for the Paladin. I recognize this one. As mentioned, one of the mechanics that I love about this game that drew me to it was that each character, so you control asymmetric characters. You got characters that aren't the same like the other. Like each one operates separately or differently based on, I guess, their class and the skills that they have. So this is one unique aspect of it, where not only do they have skill cards that differentiate them, but they also have specific sort of boards and tokens. So as I said, this one is the Paladins, and he utilizes auras, or consecrated ground, sorry, to just sort of suitable for a Paladin, and they complement his skills. So no other class has this sort of board. This is specific for the Paladin, and each of the other class has their own. So if I just jumble this one here, there's a couple there. These are the level up sort of tiles. You put them in your character dashboard, and this one here, you can't see it, but I mean, basically that's what this is. You got a number of some plethora of tokens here. It's fantastic. They got a mixture of treasure tokens as well. I think predominantly all treasure tokens here, just predominantly. Plus also got some loot tokens here, so that's great. Yeah. I'm gonna put that right there. And ooh, the minis. Nice, beautiful. So I'll look at this in a little bit more detail later, but I'm just going to show you it. Just going to put that right here. Put this right there. I'm just going to show you a bit more of the detail inside first. So these are basically the loot bags. So this is a loot bag. This is for the treasure, right there. And this one is, as I said, a component only for the rogue class. This is one of their special accessories. Definitely a lot has been condensed into this this box, so really well managed. Character dashboards. This game supports up to 1 to 6 players. It's just great to find games that support up to like six players to have, because my team is my gaming team is a group of 6 people, including myself. You know, and I find that I struggle to find games that can fit all of us together. And when we do find ones that aren't, we tend to homebrew it a little bit. Gloomhaven is one, because we actually play Gloomhaven with all 6 of us. It works. I'm not going to say it doesn't. It works. I won't discuss how we do it, but maybe that's something for a different video. But look, if you've got a big group and you don't want to leave anyone behind, including yourself, this is a great game. So you got six maximum players to play as. So there's a number of boards here, dashboards for them, so they keep you all stocked. Put that aside there. All right, so as you dive deeper in, this space here, maybe I'll remove this one first. So these are your, get them out. These are your map tiles. And then there's quite a number of them. There's quite thick enough, yeah, brilliant. And this is where you're pretty much you make your quests out of these components to formulate the map, and your characters, of course, move and navigate in combat on these. So they've got a very cool system using light and dark. And I guess if you played games like, I guess, the Zombicide games, they're made from the same. There you go, Simon. The same creator. I get the map looks very similar to many of their games, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's put that there. All right, and let's see what else have we got. Oh, okay, that's the bottom of the box. Cool. Very light on inserts. I've seen a lot of videos that do play this, and when they got the coin, they actually buy the other accessories, which is not uncommon actually. But this game has a lot of accessories and peripherals that you can buy to properly house and store the cards and stuff. But I'm a bit of a minimalist, because I also have a budget, and I tend to can't go all out with all those type of stuff. I'm happy to have things fit into the box as they should, and if I need extra bits, they're just going to be minimal. Usually ones that are just specific for players to use, because they can take them home if they want. Okay, let's just dive right in again. It seems, it looks all sort of minimal. Like you might get an impression that there doesn't seem to be a lot of components. But when you play these and put them all out, you have a fantastic gaming experience. I'm not joking, because when I see this played, it looks, when you set it all up, it looks like there's a lot more than what you can see in the box. So let's have a look at this one. We've got cards. So these are the mob cards. There's the enemy cards. I won't reveal too much, and I think it's a mixture of others there, because I think I can see a class character card right there. So I won't reveal too much, but that's what this is. Cool. And then we have starting equipment. So I think this is all equipment cards. Yeah, it looks like it. Yep, all equipment cards. So that's pretty awesome. And then let's put them all out. Yeah, these ones are also, these are skill cards. Yeah, the specific class skill cards. So these complement, as I said, if they all have specific boards, then these cards will complement them. So that's cool. And then what else have we got? Oh, also some more mob items. So I mean, these are loot that when you kill the enemies, they drop loot, of course. So this is the, I guess, the action RPG ness of this particular game. Kill an enemy, get loot. So that's pretty awesome. I love games with loot. Absolutely love them. And if you can put them in a board game format, which is something that I'm considering for my, actually not considering, I want to implement it in my game as I design it. Because whatever I love, I'd love to share that in the game that I want to design. So we got dice. Love dice. I really love dice. A lot of my gaming friends and my siblings also enjoy dice. It's I mean, there's a random element to it, but there's nothing more satisfying than rolling dice when you're trying to make a decision. You know, at the roots, there's probably something psychological about it, but I love it. So I know a little bit of this. The blue dice are defense dice. These colors here are, of course, combat dice. The icons you see here, the sword is, of course, wounding, like that's attack. And then this one here is mana, so you sort of generate, I think it's mana. Oh well, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. That's cool. Let's put it there. What else do we have? Ooh, more dice again. I think, yeah, more dice. So this is the last bit of dice. So these ones are for the enemies, the bosses and the mob enemies. This is their dice that they use. These claws represent the special abilities. So when you roll these for them and they land on this, they can activate their unique abilities. So you don't want that to happen. Oh, and this symbol here, the scratch symbol, basically is a wound that you can't block using the blue dice. So yeah, but the swords you can block using the blue dice. I mean, that's pretty simple, but you know, why recreate the wheel? It works. Let's put that there. And lastly, we got some more plastic. What do we have here? Let's have a little sit down for a second. Oh, yes. So these are for your miniature standees. So your miniatures. This is just to sort of color code them so you can differentiate them. I think there's a, yeah, there we go. They have matching, what is this? Matching knobs that insert them to the dashboard. So of course, if you pick, let's say, if you pick green, you have to correspond, you have to also choose the corresponding miniature base to attach it to, so you know that your character is the Green Ranger, for example. And for me, I'm going to select the Orange Ranger, you know, and I'll have its corresponding base right there. So that's very cool. I wanted to adopt this for my board game, but I mean, I'll do another video for it. But I thought maybe these are run-of-the-mill default things that you can just purchase. But actually, a lot of manufacturers, you actually have to create these yourselves, meaning that you have to pay an X amount to get the mold done, and they have to do specifically for each project. These aren't standard like what you would call, I guess, like dice production. You know, the etchings you see on the dices aren't you know, super unique. They can do them without a problem. But things like these, they they have to create these. These aren't just like on the shelf lying somewhere, you know, and they just pick them up. No, they have to create these for each game. I mean, well, that's my assumption because I've contacted a couple of manufacturers, and that's what they explain to me when I request if this is possible to include in the budget. I mean, that's cool, you know. It doesn't make or break a game, but I mean, it's a nice little compliment for it. All right, let's have a little closer look at some of these boards. Well, actually, both of them. Let's relocate over here. Change the scenery. Doesn't do anyone any harm. All right, there we go. All we need to do is just a little nip. Yeah, there we go. A little nip. All right. Oops. Much. All right, so this one. Boom. Catch you later. All right, so again, I don't want to spoil too much, but these are basically the boss cards. You know, this game has it's a dark fantasy themed game, but it definitely has a lot of you know, a biblical I guess lore, biblical lore sort of added in. So you probably took a little gander at this one. So you saw that it's an angel. I'll just leave it there for now. But this is basically a boss card. So this is basically their dashboard. Oh, this is it's a tracker. I think it's a type of like a type of Doom tracker per se. Could be wrong, but it looks like that to me. Put it aside, and oh yes, as I mentioned before. So here's the boards. Sort of zoom out a little bit there. Put it aside. That's the boards there. So as you can sort of see, there are 6, and then these are basically the level sort of additions for the dashboard. Some tokens. I think these are what you use just to revive your characters. Beautiful, beautiful. That's the backing of it. All right, let's put that aside over there. Put it there. Some more. Oh, yes, same sort of deal. So here is a dashboard for the wizard. This one here is for the berserker. Chests. Oh, very nice. What are these? Columns. Gates, doors. Not sure. But that's pretty awesome. All right, let's put the side over there. And oh, probably some more obstacles more than anything. These look like bridges. I think this is a component that yeah, so this is a component of this dashboard. You have to puncture the center and you put that right in the middle. Yeah, some cool other tokens, some obstacles. Oh, there's like the anvil there, forge. I think these complement what I believe anyway. This part, yep, it looks like they all fit in there. So these are all sort of markers for consecrated grounds for the paladin, I believe. So these traps, cool, cool. X marks the spot. I don't know too much about either, but still very, very cool. Okay, we're almost there. Ooh, tokens for lives. These are your lives, heart markers, and this is tokens for mana. And lastly, this board is a combination of treasure tokens. These are probably maybe it's a type of like burn status effect. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. Okay, we're gonna grab this one now. Place it right here. And we're gonna do the same thing, yo. Okay, we're gonna open this baby up. So these are just the tiles. Yeah. There we go. Alas, you are free! These, place them there. Plastic on the floor, that's what you want. Okay. Alright. Very, very cool. Are they double-sided? Yes, they are. Very impressive. Okay, very cool. So again, these are the map boards, map tiles. I guess the way you play them, you'll have a series of them interconnected. Oops, interconnected like that. And you just put your characters around, blah, blah, blah. So they are quite large. I thought they were a little bit smaller than these, but they're quite cool. Enough. One notable aspect is, when I quickly read in the rule book, you notice that there are dark areas as well as lit up areas. I mean, that's not just a graphical, I guess a graphical bit of aesthetic, no apparent reason. There's actually a mechanic involved with them, which I thought was very cool. When you're dark, I think you have specific things that you can do or activate compared to if you're in the light. So I thought that was quite novel. They've separated corridors, that's what they call them, with chambers. So these are basically rooms, spaces. So that's cool. And here's one here. Yeah, so that's very cool. Whoa. Hellish Dimension vibes. Wait, what's this? Oh no, I've got some damage. Oh well, it's okay. I mean, like, it doesn't break the game for me. It's a bit of a shame, but I'm a semi-perfectionist. I mean, the game is still playable. I'm not too aggro about it. It's all good, so that's fine. Flip them over. Seems like one of them is a nice section, and the other section is a very gruesome stuff. I love it. Ooh, I always love a bit of dark fantasy, and if it gets a bit visceral, it's got like some gore or elements of it that definitely put it to more of an adult realm. I enjoy it. Oh, I forgot there's some cards here. I don't know why I missed that one. Ah, that's another type of monster. So you've got three types of monsters, three types of adversaries. You've got the bosses, you've got the mobs. So the mobs are very Diablo-esque, very action RPG-like, and then you've got the roaming monster, which is a third type. So I guess I would call these like sort of like mini bosses because they're sort of unique to mobs. Usually they're just one particular monster, I believe, and yeah, you deal with them in a separate way to the normal mob encounter. So very, very cool. One or two of the normal, I guess, mob monsters. Mobs usually comprise of minions and a leader. So I actually haven't had a look to see which is a leader, but this might be a leader monster. Could be. I think it's a flame elemental, a fire elemental. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe these are plastic. Okay, cool. Let's try another tier. Ooh, big fan of the Goatman. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. So, oh no, damage! I've got some damage. Oh no! Oh no! It's bound to happen, but it's okay. Look, I'm not going to paint these at all. This can go back on with some glue, but this is a boss. Very beautiful detail, I must say. Very beautiful detail. Definitely matches the artwork 110%. Love it. Be very careful. Again, because these are plastic, they don't have a lot of bend compared to resin. So yeah, I mean, it's natural that this would break. But still cool. I mean, just gotta take good care of your stuff, really. That's just how it works. If you pay enough money, you know that you're gonna take care of some stuff. Maybe be a little bit anal. Okay, so the heroes are pretty much in a different color to the gray. I mean, here I believe is the ranger. Very unique take. I've always loved it when you sort of take an archetype but you spin it around a little bit. So I mean, this is probably acts the same way, but at least they've represented them as a centaur rather than the standard elf or elf. So very cool detail. Shoot at the front. Okay, I'm just gonna run through them quickly enough. I'm not gonna do an expose about them, but just grab one more. Ah, wizard. Yeah, Ten Commandments style. I have come from the mountain with 10 commandments. One, count style. Now, very cool. Look at the detail. It's top notch. I mean, top notch. I mean, I love miniatures, but I also love standees. I love everything with a bit of art. Um, with a bit of artistry sort of emphasized. Nothing too boring or cheaply designed. I mean, good character design goes a long, long way. In addition to graphic design, really. Design is a very important aspect of gaming. Okay, awesome. Right, so I mean, that's the quick little look at some of what the miniatures are. Just lift you off a little bit. That's all these babies here. So there we have it. I hope you like the little reveal about the insides, the nitty-gritty insides about this game. Again, Massive Darkness 2 Hellscape. There's actually a ton of content that you can purchase that sort of accessorize it, not only just for I guess peripherals and little add-ons, but game content as well. I guess you call them like the DLCs. I'm sorry, I call them DLCs, but like expansion packs. There's actually a lot more other stuff for different missions and things like that. There's too much. But for me, I'm happy with the core game as it is. If we enjoy playing it and we've exhausted all 10 of the missions, I might think about upgrading and or updating, sorry, and then just getting an additional box, which probably comes with some new sort of classes. But the 6 here is enough for all of us. I had a sort of squiz, so let's just look at the box first before I say goodbye. So the good thing is that it showcases some pretty cool art for the bosses. So you've got like actually not bosses, but let's say I know this is a roaming monster, and these two I haven't really invested too much information. I finished putting it back in the box, and then that'll be it for me. So if I don't see you next, paalam yo, bros and brodesses. Catch you later, guys. Thank you so much. I'll do it later in the other one. Actually, yeah, I'll do it later. Here's the thing, the last thing that I forgot, because I always keep on forgetting this. So if you like what you see, standard spiel, please like and subscribe and hit that notification button so you know when I've got more content to show, and then you can, what rhymes with show? Faux show? No, you can, I always keep on saying consume, but I guess to me that's the right word. So yeah, hit the notification button, please like and subscribe. It really does, actually, it does a lot to sort of keep, I guess, not really keeping me running to do content for this channel, but I mean in terms of the algorithm and all that type of stuff for YouTube, it adds up, it counts. So if you like what you see, please holler out. And yeah, if I haven't said it already, I already did, but I'm just gonna call it out. So go, why? Catch you guys later. Bye. I have these really fat fingers.